More Oblivion returns. I opened that so weird. It's not even funny. We're going to try to go after Umbra. I'm trying to remember where Umbra is. I think it's south of the Imperial City somewhere. We're going to have to go see that. I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that... So, because I've watched L5R die twice at this point. I've watched the game just... So, the second time around was the CCG, which I did try to play. I thought the honor dial system was interesting. It didn't have the same immersion for me. When I have to think about it, it's one of those things that, like... It's because... So that was the era where TCGs were kind of just, like, thrown into the meat grinder. I watched Naruto die, for all intents and purposes. Bandai... I actually think I reached out to Tyler. I think it was Tyler Allender, I think. I don't remember his name offhand. I reached out to him because he had a Facebook. And I thanked him for his for making just such a cool TCG once upon a time. Really cool dude. But, like... Bandai of America shuttered the Naruto CCG to pursue Power Rangers, which, when's the last time somebody heard Power Rangers, right? Like Power Rangers card game, circa 2013. Exactly. And then we watched as the WoW TCG, which I heard was a very good game. That ended up getting shuttered for, obviously, Hearthstone. And then Legend of the Five Rings. You know, they had Ivory. Ivory tried to do some things. Ivory did some cool things on authority from a, Crane Clan buddy who was playing an Ivory. They were kind of going somewhere. They were doing some stuff. What is this enemy? It's a crab. Like they were actually going somewhere. So I was very curious to see where they were going to go with it. But then obviously Ivory ended up kind of dying and shriveling out, which has been so interesting to watch. Not equip that. Which has been so interesting to watch how certain things have evolved. Like we have Disney LoreCon that broke onto the TCG scene. It's been wild to kind of see TCGs kind of make a comeback, regardless of your stance on it. The fact that we do have that's a Daedroth. The fact that we do have the V card, the VTuber TCG, right? And there's clearly interest in TCGs, so it's actually super interesting. But in terms of L5R, the second time around, I don't think is necessarily fair to really put on Fantasy Flight, because even though they tried to make an LCG, the virus was going around at that point in time. Chrono Class got shuttered because that was the thing with like Naruto, Godzilla, a couple other things. It was just so depressing to see L5R just get shuttered a second time. It was really depressing. Before Hidden Emperor, or at least before the Four Winds Gold Edition. Oh, okay, so this is ancient. Okay. Isawa was Carl Frank Shugenda I mentioned before. I will have to look her up because I have not actually heard of her, and I will need to go find her. I'll probably find her before I stop stream tonight because I'm actually curious about going through some of the old stuff. I need to see if Oracle of the Void is still up as well, so it's a good time to check that. Hi, Mr. Mudcrab. How are you? I think this is where Umbra... I'm kind of searching for Umbra at this point in time. I'm trying to see if I can't find it. And I think it was south of the Imperial City. Links are disabled. If you have... you can send it via email, or actually, if you're on Twitch desktop, I think you can message. You can just DM it. I have links truncated, so that way I don't have like a random like bot come in and try to be like, hey, crypto thing here. Right? It's a security thing, so it does truncate those links. Where my channel item doesn't have enough charge. That's corrosive gas. Okay, interesting. Oh, you're not on Twitch desktop. I'll look him up before I stop stream tonight. I probably got another 40-ish minutes. Yeah, it's one of those that, like, I know it's definitely a pain in the ass. I know it's one of those that's like, it absolutely makes it easier for me to get information when people are trying to send me things. I do truncate it on a... just because I want to make sure that somebody doesn't, you know, post a fishy link. It do be a rat. You are correct, Vivi. I think I did find Umbra unironically first try. Place your bets. How's this gonna go?
Go ahead, please.
Bucky, you want to talk about goggles? Look at the ebony helmet. That's the new glass helmet.
Umbra, it is everything.
I'm pretty sure it looked like that vanilla anyways.
What do you want? Umbra, it is everything. Umbra shall feed.
Hey, Dark Brotherhood, let's go! Oh my god. All right, let's see if this actually kept its thing. It's because Umbra wasn't hostile. It's fine. I needed to access the Dark Brotherhood anyways. I need to access the Dark Brotherhood questline anyways prior to... excuse me, Knights of the Nine anyways, because it's a pain in the ass to do your entire way shrines, and then because you didn't do your way, or you did do your way shrines, and then you accidentally did a thing, and then suddenly you're locked out of it. Wait a minute. Am I using the wrong spell? Probably am. There we go. I was wondering why I'm using lockpicks. So stop posting. No, you're fine. It will just truncate them. It's not like it's a warning system or anything. It's me explaining that's why a thing doesn't pop through. So I will definitely look it up before the end of stream. Or if you feel, or if you're inclined, I mean, you're more than welcome to send it via either Discord DM or business email, just email, quote unquote. Yeah, I'll look it up for you because I'm actually really curious on the artwork. I could probably actually trigger Lucian LeChance now, actually. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Let's see. I need to do air hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let me see. What does Umbra do? What? That's a lot of fucking arrows. Holy shit. It's a 13. Umbra. Yep. Umbra is still technically bugged. Yep. It counts as a quest item. Therefore. Yep, it still has a weight of 0. The Umbra sleaze is still a thing. Didn't Umbra used to be a katana though? I'm 90% sure it used to be a katana. Dark Brotherhood quest storyline is pretty messed up in this game.
It wasn't a katana.
I'm pretty sure old Umbra was.
I don't remember it being a katana.
I'm 90%.
The only katana I remember being was like the ebony blade.
You've been thinking of the ebony blade, maybe.
Ebony blade, and I don't remember if Goldbrand was in Oblivion or not. I think it was.
I know it was in. I think it was a meme weapon in Morrowind, if I remember correctly. You had to do some shenanigans to get Goldbrand.
Goldbrand's also a katana. Ebony blade and Goldbrand, like the two big ones from older games.
I forgot that Umbra's soul trapped. Dark Brother questline is pretty messed up. Goldbrand isn't Oblivion. I think it's one of the shrines. I think one of the shrines gives it to you. Sorry, thing. Did they? I don't think they changed anything in the Dark Brotherhood questline. I played the original. I mean, yeah, it definitely was pretty messed up. Yeah, that I could agree on that. Definitely one of those things that, like, oh my god. You know what? We're gonna do the dual duty here. We're gonna sleep in a bedroll for an hour. Where are you? Where's Lucian LeChance?
You sleep rather soundly for a murderer. That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for what I'm about to propose.
Why is it that I look at him and my immediate thought was, why is this Josh Strife Hayes? I think they did a really good job actually making Lucian creepy in this one. I kind of dig it.
I am Lucian LeChance, a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood, and you are a killer, taker of life, a harvester of souls. Your work, your deathcraft, pleases the Night Mother, and so I come to you with an offering, an opportunity to join our rather unique family. Then heed my words, for I will not repeat them. On the green road to the north of Breville lies the Inn of Ill Omen. There you will find a man named Rufio. Kill him, and your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete.
I feel like the "will be complete" line is very Palpatine.
The next time you sleep in a location I deem secure, I will reveal myself once more, bearing the love of your new family.
I might unironically do the Dark Brotherhood questline, though, actually.
Excellent. Now please, accept this token from the Dark Brotherhood. It is a virgin blade and thirsts for blood. May it serve your endeavors well. Now, I bid you farewell. I do hope we'll meet again soon. Your path is clear. Send Rufio to his death, and the Dark Brotherhood will embrace you.
It's so
as
cool.
family.
It's so cool seeing HD Lucian Lachance. Like, no way, dude. It feels so cool to see him. I love it. I need 640. Fuck, what am I? Why am I so heavy? Well, the crab meat is already like fucking 3 pounds on its own. I don't know why the crab meat's so fucking big. Blade of Woe
Crab.
I need. 0 star. I mean, mud crabs are pretty huge, to be fair.
I realize mud crabs actually aren't that big. Well, I mean, that depends on the species.
Yeah. Ooh, Umbra's Ebony set is its own set, actually. It's not just Ebony. It's Umbra's Ebony set. Huh.
No.
That's
It's
cool.
like there's the special Mithril set you get from, I think it was Fighters Guild.
I think so. I know the arena gives you a raiment, which takes over your... it has decent stats, but it's both... in one piece, it's both chest and legs. That's the part that's going to fuck with me going back to Morrowind, though, is there's so many more armor pieces. Like, there's, like, what, left pauldron, right pauldron? Like, oh, dude, there's so many different armor pieces in that. It's kind of wild. I get why they streamlined it. The excellent was definitely Palpatine coded. Right, you hear it, you see it, right? That's so cool, though. Like, you definitely see where the isms come into play with this, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna rock with Umbra for... I don't know. I have to check if Umbra scales. Because especially if it has Soul Trap, that's still something you just go super early game. And it's like, you pull it out when you need an easy Soul Trap, right? But like, otherwise, then you're just like, eh? Umbra D's! Got him. It's a mud crab. I must do the walk of shame. This is where I miss Whirlwind Sprint from Skyrim. Really played more when I couldn't get in it with the constantly missing enemies. I had the same opinion until I had to have somebody kind of explain it. Dead Patrician TV kind of talk about it, and I had to kind of come to my own conclusion about it. Morrowind at its core, as I understand it, is very much a tabletop simulator, right? So you pick your blade skill, you pick your block skill, right? If you want to use, say, an axe, you're not proficient with an axe. Therefore, because you're not proficient in the axe, you'll miss it. I do hear the dagger at the office when you first start the game is a noob trap, because if you say, I don't know, if you spec into axes, but you're not spec'd into short blades, you're gonna miss with the dagger like most of the time. It's building up that skill set. And why is Oblivion has a mischance? 94% spell effectiveness, right? I have a 6% chance to fail my cast. That's very old D&D, right? Where you have spell failure, a balancing point from wearing armor, and so you're not becoming this omni tank that can just absolutely wear heavy armor, guarantee a mirror image, so you can't omni tank. So when I take those in, right, it makes me look at it like it makes me look at it like it's D&D, right? It makes me look at it like, okay, sure, I see what's going on here. This is meant to be a simulator. Therefore, you're not having to roll dice. You're not having to, erase things, not keep track of it. The game keeps track of it for you, right? The game is an electronic way of keeping track of it. So I don't know how the fuck you reached that. I don't know. It was just an interesting thing to come to. Because, like, absolutely, right? Like, wait, you can miss in a game. Like, you can swing, and you can clearly see it connect, but it doesn't connect to the mud crab you're swinging at. Like, what kind of game is this? No, I think that's an incredibly reasonable reaction at first, at face value, right? But it's where you take that information. What do you do with that information? And then you look at it and go, okay, yeah, this is just trying, of the era, this is just trying to be a virtual tabletop. You show up, you have your goal. You need to go get Keening Sunder and Wraithguard. You need to go to Red Mountain. You need to, bibbity bobbity boopity at the Heart of Lorcan, and then game over. Until, obviously, Tribunal, and then it's like, oh, well, you can continue and then go into Blood Moon. Which I'll get to in Skyrim eventually. I'll get to the second DLC in Skyrim eventually. I need to actually get... I'll probably when I finish Oblivion, I'll probably go back to Skyrim for... VODs. I don't know. Skyrim, it's one of those games. I have to be in the mood to play Skyrim, if that makes sense. Oh, this walk of shame hurts. Hurts so much, but there's so much I wish to sell. Well, we have Umbra. That's going to be a weapon we're going to use for a hot minute. We have Azura's Star. We have the Dingus helmet. Rather than the actual Daedric helmet, but I mean, it's pretty worthwhile. It's pretty usable. I'm trying to think about what we do. Part of me wants to finish the Mages Guild. I think for linearity, we should probably, like, progress the Mages Guild. As much as I want to do the Dark Brotherhood, I think stopping to do the Dark Brotherhood, doing an entire guild and then returning to it, I think is just bad for continuity. So we'll probably do that. Oh my god, why is the bridge so far away? Why is it so far away? I have such a desire to try to bullet jump right now. It's not even funny. Yeah, it doesn't even help. Because I'm still, like, I think, like 20 pounds over. I am too stubborn to give up the loot. The Walk of Shame will remain. I mean, to be fair, I could also have done whatever glitch it is to... I think it's what? Negative number. Your... I guess I could also augment my endurance, too. I guess I could probably look at enchantments for those. Have like the helm of bullshittery. And just make it, like, fortify, like, endurance or something. So I can just carry, like, fucking... just so much weight. I guess I could also do that. It's not a bad idea. That's actually, I mean, that's why I like the system, though. Like, I like the system because it's like you're able to, like, do shit like that. Like, you have game, it rewards good game knowledge, right? Well, why would I ever use something like fortify speechcraft, right? It seems like a dead spell, and then you're like, oh, well, I need to talk to this guy to figure out how this Daedric shrine works because his disposition's too low, and I don't want... I was some weird pop-in. And because his disposition's so low, he's not going to tell me about the shrine. Well, I mean, I could do that, or I could just be like, you need someone to attack you? Have you considered... And what I should have honestly used on Umbra, should have used the Frenzy spell. That way Umbra attacks me first, and that way it doesn't count as... it counts as I didn't initiate that. Obviously, for the sake of the Dark Brotherhood questline, like... Yeah, cool. We have her into the Dark Brotherhood questline at this point in time for all, we're in. We can do the quest. It's not like we ganked someone essential to a questline or anything like that. We do have the Blade, which the Blade was required to, I think it progresses Clavicus Vile's questline. That's going to be one of those where I'm going to make, like, a quick save and finish the quest for the achievement, but then I'm going to, like, restore save. Because the Mask of Clavicus Vile, unless they rebalanced it, was not worth losing Umbra over. Let's put it that way. It's like getting the whatever the Skyrim Thieves Guild quest reward was. It's so inconsequential, and it's like, but I can keep a skeleton key, right? Why would you ever get rid of the skeleton key in Skyrim? Yes, crab. Actually, I don't really care. That's fine. The crab can hit me. The crab is not actually in danger of actually knocking me down. The crab also is going to cause damage. Actually, if I wanted to actually... There we go. We've done it. We've made the block machine. We've done it. This is Factorio in motion. I love the mud crab's walk cycle, though. It's so cool.
You'll never take me down.
I love that the mud crab is going after the hobo. You monster! Why would you kill that mud crab? You actually missed me. Oh, I think I actually absorbed it. The fuck was that? Fucking bandit hedge wizard. There's no soul gem inventory large enough. Hey, fucking excuse you? That monk had glass boots on. Wait a minute. I have Azura Star, though. Did they change how Azura Star worked? Because Azura Star should be a... Bold Ruminant, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Baka, I'm not tripping, right? Azura Star is supposed to be a an Omni reusable soul gem that's supposed to go up to Grand and Black.
Yeah.
Give me
I
a
don't
second.
remember how it worked in Oblivion.
There's no
Yeah, I
soul
remember
gem in your inventory large enough to... Okay, yeah, so there's either something different about it than Skyrim, because I remember Skyrim very well. Yeah, Daedric Mace. Yeah, there's something different about Azura Star. When I was in chat like that, I figured I'd show you something. No, you're totally fine. I honestly had a blast just talking about L5R. I rarely run into people who even understand what I'm talking about, which is why I'm just like, you know, I'll make the memes. And for those people who know what I'm talking about, it's awesome. Like, I appreciate it. Like, nobody should ever feel like they're obligated to like sub. Like, it makes me feel. It's just, I don't know. It's so scummy when you see like the streamers just be like, well, why don't you just sub Lamau? It's like, because someone. What? It's so strange to me, but I do appreciate it. Thank you, and I appreciate the good conversation. It was super cool to just reminisce. Oh, it's so good. I got to learn new things as well. I got to learn that was a controversial Bayushi Kachiko art. I got to learn why it was controversial as well. I feel I generally want to do, and I do appreciate that. So I actually said that to my buddy, Crane Clan buddy. Didn't ever so in reference to Bayushi Kachiko. Didn't ever pick up on that. Not sure what the insult is. Trying to read the other word on the door. Never actually held the card, so I never noticed there was real kana there. The third character is kind of legible. You can read Wick, but next to it, Asu, not sure, Kamu. That's not kanji, it's katakana. So he's trying to read it. Why don't you just sub Lamau? I don't know, Rev. Why don't you, I don't know, I lost it. Oh, we were talking about you earlier. We were thinking of, bullying you into, Spartan Ops Halo 4. Thanks for the resub, Rev. Why have you been here for 29 months? Like, how much brain damage have I given you? We were talking earlier about Jewel M. Dama, and I guess how he had a big role in Spartan Ops. And, you know, Baka's just... Oh, that's fair. Yeah, we were bullying you earlier. No, we're talking... Sorry, what?
I've been home all day. You could have sent me a message.
Oh, I didn't fucking know. I didn't know you were live. I just kind of went live, was playing Warframe earlier, kind of got bored of doing Steel Path and trying to get Stalker to eventually show up, and I was like, I'm going to play Oblivion for a bit.
Spartan Ops was 4, right?
Yeah, Spartan Ops was 4. Yeah, because I was talking earlier about Jewel M. Dama, and like, just, I guess he was the big bad in Spartan Ops. I thought he was a big bad in a book or a comic. I didn't know he was actually Spartan Ops.
He was Spartan Ops.
Cool.
Spartan Ops is an MCC, right?
Yeah, it's an MCC. If you install 4 completely, it'll be there. I've played it a couple times. Like I do like the first 2 or 3 missions because mission 2, the Sniper Alley, it's very good for like farming bounties, like farming weeklies and stuff, weeklies and dailies. But like I've never actually ran the damn thing, so that's why we're talking earlier. I'm like, I'm sure I could just bully, Rev and Baka into fucking running this.
Spartan Ops is actually how I got my start on YouTube back in the day.
I believe it. I can see that.
Yep. Running Spartan Ops and I'm uploading funny moments clips.
I could see that, especially for the era. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Yeah, no, we were discussing. I've been tizzing them out super hard to L5R for the past like hour and a half. It's been great. Bald showed up in chat and was just, we're talking about things, talking about controversies, talking about Phoenix Clan turning, just making everybody Shadowlands and then killing them because they're Shadowlands, because they're strictly other. It's so good. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. As it turns out, everything comes back to L5R. I keep saying this. People keep doubting me. It always comes back to this game. Back from work. Good to hear. Hope it was good for you, Joseph. Old trivia in the physical days before cards had their final names. The unaligned Ronin, which they became Daria, later to have once been Isawa Daria's, was titled Super Badass Ronin. That's fucking legit. I love this. I see how this this has been. Oh, yeah. No, I see why that never didn't make it to print. I see why that was play testing. That's super fucking good. Oh my god. Is there an enemy on the bridge? It's below the bridge. Is it a slaughterfish?
It's a crab.
Probably.
It's always a crab.
Actually, always crab. It's so good. You guys are typing everywhere tonight. I typo so much shit. Rev, how much shit do I have to edit after I send it? Like every fucking message, because I fucking typo everything.
I'd scroll through the last 3 days.
You'll probably see every single message with an edit. Probably.
Nah, those are our DMs. I'm just keep them. I'll keep the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't even bother with the edits at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. My tism does not allow me to not forgo the edits. The fun edits are when you write like a paragraph and then you add another half a paragraph in trying to not only fix the typos, but make sure that you are as clear as possible in your reasoning. That's the fun one. Yeah. When you're just like, I don't think that sentence connects that way. That doesn't feel right. Yeah, I had pizza today. I got a food coma. I passed out. It was great. Then I woke up and decided to stream.
I ordered Little Caesars, did the exact same thing, and woke up about 2 hours after I was supposed to be at work. And I called out today.
Oh, shit. Well, I think it's been a day for everybody.
Well, I went to the fucking doctor today because this fucking persistent cough. And it's like, yeah, you're taking the next 2 days off. Literally sitting in the doctor's office like, hey, I have a note. I'll be back Monday.
Yeah. I mean, that's incredibly fair. Especially if physician...
I feel fine. It's just cough.
Yeah. But still, doctor said you're taking 2 days off. That's all that matters.
Doctor said I get two days off and I have PTO to use, so...
Why does the Imperial Shield have a spike on it? That's not a fucking Targe.
It is a Targe.
Is it?
That is a Targe, yes.
Bro, this armor got me fucked up.
Yeah, that's a Targe.
Fuck. No, I used to supplement my income as freelance RPG writer, mostly for AEG. After I'd left the company, the editing was always suspect, so I tried to catch my typo and grammar errors before I'd send the manuscripts. I think that shows a quality of work that other individuals, contractors, people, even organized companies just don't have. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a boomer. Maybe I have the mindset of just like if I'm sending official correspondence like an email or whatever, or if I'm sending like this is an official thing that I'm submitting, that shit better be fucking typo-less, right? But there's been a couple things recently. I'm trying to recall which one it was. It might have been something with Logan Paul. I think his lawyer like submitted something that had just typos in it, and it's like something like that reasonably should just get discounted on principle. That if the grammar isn't there, like clearly the care isn't there. And I think that's the core philosophy I latch onto on that, where I think that if you're sending something like professional or you're doing something like thing, making sure you care about like grammar, presentation, etc. That just while I think people would say, oh well, that's just the bare minimum. I think that it separates good artists and good professionals from people who are just kind of there for a paycheck, if that makes sense. Like it's that care about an image, right? Is how I would go about that. My brain just doesn't let me actually, like, if I see a grammar error, I fix that shit. That's just a, like, self-compulsion. BSU not, their editor-in-chief once said in the staff meeting, if there aren't any errors in it, how would they know it was ours?
I've heard others say the same.
There's something strange about
fair.
Eye of Lenormand.
That's fair.
I heard she was climbing up the chapel just so she
Ah,
could
yes.
jump off.
The gaggle fuck of NPCs. How I've missed this.
Go ahead.
Yes.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Boarding house. Eventually, I'm going to get to where I'm going with this long walk of shame, and then we're going to continue the Mages Guild for a couple things.
The Umbra have powerful wizards. Situation. But
Yeah, no, goddamn, that's been a good night. Let's talk about L5R. Anytime I get to talk about L5R, it's a good night. It's fucking fantastic. You see why my Final Fantasy 14 Samurai Glam is what the Heaven's Turn set is literally just Scorpion Clan. Although you have adopted the ways of the fucking unicorn. Fuck.
Yeah.
Motherfucker just shows up at.
Why would
I mean,
fight my own battles?
as it turns out, though, that's a very like Reaper is very Unicorn Clan, I guess. Declare cavalry. I'm here, fucking Hell's Egress or Ingress away from the spot. No. That's declaring cavalry to this province. Fuck. Oh, goddamn. It's too good. I finally made it. I finally made it to the Market District.
I can't believe it. The Great Prince has been beaten.
Not even the Cloud District.
They're still talking. They're still talking about the fucking Great Prince. I guess to be fair, I need to progress more. They need more things to discuss with the Radiant AI system. I need to unlock the event flag so they actually have more things to discuss.
Do you
than
know,
just the arena.
Hello, a pleasure.
Absolutely stole him from the conversation.
Can
What was
I
that?
interest you in some of
I
my
know.
affairs?
I'll sing it someone else.
Oh, okay. Dispel, cure disease.
Let's make like Gray Fox. I'm like, the Mask of the Gray Fox. You can get away with any crime if you have it.
Yeah, because it's a separate. I think it's coded as a separate identity. I don't know how it's coded.
It's coded as a separate AI, so as long as you're wearing it, any crimes you commit is basically added to the mask NPC you become when you wear it. As soon as you take it off, those crimes disappear. Well, they stay with the mask.
Yeah, they stay with the mask. Yeah. So if you're going, it's literally the Bethesda quick save meme where it's just like quick save before you just gank a whole town or whatever. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's just like before you're doing a crime, just put on the funny hat.
Will murder somebody and not to deal with the consequences. Put on the Gray Cow. Then you can just get in Dark Brotherhood that way.
Yeah. I probably should have done that first. Actually, should probably done that before. Just I don't know. I ganked Umbra. I got her sword. That's all that really matters. I need to figure out why there's stars.
I always kill the guard at the beginning of the game, like one of the traveling fucking guards. I'd always just kill one of them for their armor, and then just do Dark Brotherhood that way.
Like that's not. Yeah, it would work.
Get a good starting armor set. You don't get a bounty, and you get Dark Brotherhood taken care of.
An excellent bargain.
I mean, I didn't get a bounty for Umbra because Oboe in a cave.
There's no witnesses.
Yeah. Disintegrate
That's why
weapon on strike and fix fucking excuse you what? That's a effect in this game?
Yeah. That's why
Have a hard bargain.
that's why you look for one of the traveling guards, not one of the guards in town.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah, because then there's no one around to see it. Therefore, you get to avoid all those consequences. 93. Oh, god damn it. I am so fucking over encumbered. That is a 62-pound claymore. Why is it so heavy?
Lift.
My claymore's like...
I remember the Daedric weapons.
How heavy is my claymore?
Heavy. Like Daedric anything's ridiculously heavy in Oblivion.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. I mean, it's the balancing point, right? I mean, it makes sense. I'm down to Daedroth. Glass boots, queer ass, dagger. I'll keep the arrows for now. I have a Grand Soul Gem. What the fuck you mean? Not so large enough. These games got me fucked up, bro.
You got shit. That's what it's telling you.
That's a soul trap on strike. It's a 13th.
An excellent bargain. A pleasure to serve.
See, now I'm just fucking confused. Now I feel like the game's just fucking with me. Let me go store fucking Umbra's arm. I don't think they're Romanticans. I think that was a Skyrimism. Force March action beats your cavalry, straighten if necessary, and move into battle one of your units that was already engaged in a battle this in another province. Oh my god, actually just fucking back to the front status. What the fuck? I love it. Oh man, what fucking... Oh! I've told it a few times, the fucking Duel of Haiku with a bee. That one's fucking great. What was it? Fucking person playing locally. They had... What was it? I actually need to go check this on the fucking imps. I know these are guaranteed Grand Souls. Emperor Edition, Duel of Haiku. Mantis Clan Shugenja proceeds to Duel of Haiku. No, I'm sorry. Mantis Clan personality summoned an actual honeybee, because Mantis Clan do a lot of that nature bullshit. Summons honeybee. The honeybee, because it is a token, even though it has a token, and it has an actual chi stat, Duel of Haiku against Hitakaiji, a fucking like 1 chi, 12 force Hita Berserker.
Yep, those are words.
The bee proceeds to win the Duel of Haiku and kills the fucking Berserker. Those are in fact words. Yes, that's why we play that. That's literally why we play this game. I shit you not. That's why we play the game, because it's fucking hilarious. Can he do that? Is that legal? I mean, the bee has a chi stat. Oh my god, the bee has a chi stat. Why does the bee have a chi stat? Why does the bee have a chi stat? The bee should not have a chi stat. The bee has a chi stat. It proceeds to fucking take out the fucking Titan.
Right about the right idea.
Yeah, exactly. I am, as Shenpai would say, tisming too close to the sun. Oh, Delvin Greaves on me. I could have got rid of those. Get rid of those glass arrows. Full trap tome. That's the Daedric. That's actually kind of cool. I don't need that though. Yeah, I kind of want a disintegrate weapon fucking thing at some point. That's not bad. Then we'll throw the bow of lightning in there. We are currently sitting at what? Weight of 277. Not bad. Remember the Crane Clan Bushi's special ability was that he would win all draws, and the action card that said this duel ends in a draw now? I don't remember the action. I know that there was Suzume. I think it was Suzume Shindo. No, Suzume Shindo was Sparrow Clan chick from transitioning into Ivory, and she could strike first on duels. So you put like Sepun's Blessed Blade or something on her. Oh, that's right, the Innovative Woman. You put Sepun's Blessed Blade or like Justice of the Crane on her, and then you just strike first. She actually scales up to, as long as you can get like a like weapon or something on her, an attachment that just actually like buffs her chi. She just actually will like steal anybody to death.
For an old beggar.
There is some really, I think, what was it? EI Jutsu Duel is one of the original fucking duels. I actually had to pick up a couple copies of that because that shit was so cool to look at. I'm like, wow, that's an old one. I'm gonna find... Oh, Lucky Old Lady, right? This was the city with the fuck off cathedral. Okay. I need to find the Mages Guild in this area. We had some dual actions. We didn't have a whole lot of dual actions in Emperor when I played. We had Steel on Steel, which was from base. Eye of the Sword came later, which was very good, giving the Force tokens. EI Jutsu duel, I think it was a duel to bow. Duel to Haiku, I think it was a duel to bow. We didn't, I don't think we really had many actual duel to kills, though. We had a lot of duel to bows. If I can remember... Cedar Lodge... There it is. It's across the bridge. Perfect. This town is... Town looks like it came out of Resident Evil 7. I love it. Am I just too early? Yes, I am. 4 hours too early.
Hello, associate.
Oh, hi.
Hello there, associate. You're here for a recommendation, I presume. Are you prepared to earn it?
Yes.
I'm afraid I haven't had time to prepare anything conventional. I'm very preoccupied with this situation concerning Ayleid. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I can't directly get involved for fear of embarrassing the poor girl.
You know, I like the
need you to have a
Argonians in the
little
Oblivion
chat with
remake.
Baron
I just didn't like the
Vamori,
Skyrim
and you
ones.
can learn something about the power
Hot
of
take.
illusion in the process.
No, it is. That's why you get a mod like
I'm
I
in
have.
desperate need of help, and I think you're the only one.
Yeah, and then you give
that I can
him
serve.
feathers.
Can I help you?
Gives them feathers, gives them horn, like gives them everything. Complete overhaul.
Yeah. I feel like the mods make them a lot better, but I don't know. Like the Oblivion remake, I think hit a good stride with them. These bells are just weird. I don't like that. I don't think that's how vegetation grows on buildings, Todd. I mean, to be fair, this is a very minor nitpick about models and fucking... This is a very subjective, like, critique. As it turns out, gamers don't give a shit about graphics as long as we have a really fucking fun game. Omen... I need to not do that. Deliver amulet, paranoia, the arena. Remake allow mods compared to the original game, or Skyrim does mods. You can mod it. There are mods for the game. I think integration on them has been pretty spotty as of right now, right? Because of trying to figure out how
They're figuring it out. There's now models coming out. People are learning how to port some older mods. I looked briefly. And it seemed like people are learning how to port older armor sets from like Oblivion into the remaster.
Yeah, they're working on it.
I don't think anyone's figured out how to add like new lands and like player houses that modders added a long time ago yet. But they've figured out models. Like I'm gonna go ahead and say they already have like the fucking nude mods are now fucking popping in because they figured out how to port them over.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, I was surprised it wasn't week 1, honestly.
Another Saturday.
I think everyone was trying to figure out how to fucking do the new engine, but from what I've seen, is armor mods and weapon mods are now starting to pop up, so people are getting a grasp of the new modding tools.
Don't say anything.
Or lack of modding
I don't
tools.
want to embarrass her further. Once this is all taken care of, I'll speak to her privately. Are you so eager to begin? Very well. We can start if you.
I'm ready for this. What? I don't remember what this is. I don't remember.
I'm afraid I haven't had. Perhaps you can help with that. However, I'll need you to have a little chat with Varen Vamori.
Varen Vamori.
Please,
Okay.
I'm in desperate need of help, and
Greetings
I
to
think
you.
you're the
What's
only
new with
one
you?
that I can
I
turn.
Bro,
understand
so many
data
NPCs
worship
talking
is
all at
becoming
once.
increasingly prevalent in the
Have
Somerset
you
Isles.
got? Oh my God, who's got the talking stick?
I understand data worship is becoming increasingly prevalent in
I don't know. There's something about 20 NPCs just like talking all at once. That's just really funny to me.
the
It seems Somerset Isle has become a
Grossest card was not generally released. Designer Wings action cards that have picture of the original design team before any expansions. And the text simply said, if your face appears in this card, then you win the game. The flavor text says, Lumpy fanboy. Hated the in-house playtest games against those guys. That's fucking cool as fuck, though. Like, that's actually a really cool design thing. I mean, like, obviously, like, no one's gonna take that, like... You take that in good faith, right? That's, like, that's so cool. I mean, like, cards like that don't see circulation. I'm actually, if those cards exist, they probably exist in like the original design team's binders or like picture frames or something. Like that's something that would. See, I say that, but then we had what was it, Tyler the Great Kid or whatever, the Yu-Gi-Oh card made for that one kid by Kazuki Takahashi. That fucking found its way to the market. That's so interesting. That's so cool. I think that's so cool that that exists. That's such a cool office thing to do, though. Like, I love that. It was an event, not an action. Being an event actually makes a lot of sense, though, because you have to wait for it to pop up in your province. And mechanically that would make sense, too, I guess, right? Instead of being an action that you could play from hand and potentially search out, wait for it to flip up in your province, and then that comes into play immediately once flipped, right?
citizen.
If I remember, yeah, I think sequencing was... We all flipped over our provinces at once. But I think proper sequencing was... As soon as it's flipped, it enters play.
Are you ready
and then
to
refills.
turn your recommendation now? I'm afraid perhaps I'll...
Is this quest bugging on me? What's happening here?
I don't understand it. Some ridiculous male
Stuff and
thing, I
things.
suppose. He's been bothering Ardeline every day for a while now. He even stole her mage's staff. Perhaps he thinks it's amusing. I don't know. But it needs to stop. It's making her miserable.
It is possible, no, but not compared to the original. That means scripting. I feel like that's the ultimate insult.
It's more symbolic than practical, but each carries great significance to its owner. You're going to get Ardeline's staff back. Take this charm scroll. With it, you should find Varon more receptive to questioning. Don't come back without that staff. Make sure Varon hands over that staff.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Rumor has it the Nerevarine has left Morrowind on an expedition to Akavir.
Oh,
and has
yeah.
not been heard from since.
There we go. Yeah. This is the voice line that confirms Morrowind's
Seems
protagonist.
there's
Yeah.
more now.
Be seeing.
Any luck talking with Varen Vamori yet?
Bro. What? Where
Make sure
where is Varen
Varen's
Vamori,
on that
though?
staff.
And
What do you...
That Mage's Guild is just... No one's got the talking stick. That's why I must recover the Mage's Staff. That is clearly the talking stick. I wonder, actually, as well, if there is any holding that could potentially negate events or prevent new events from coming into play.
Muscles on.
Muscles on you now. I wonder if that would actually mechanically deal with that as well.
will help an old beggar.
As it turns out, this is just the shit I do. I think about interactions like this. As it turns out, when does an event come into play? How does that sequence? How could you potentially stop an event? Why does it want me to go to Bruma? I'm definitely like autopiloting here super hard. Morrowind is gonna be a fucking kick in the teeth. It's gonna be rough going back to Morrowind because I don't have there will be no waypoints.
What do you want?
Oh, sure. Make the Dark Elf the bad guy. Wow, Bethesda. Do I have Beguile? No, I do not. I think if I had it. Let's see if I even know how to do this. Oh, I fucked that up. Hold up. Because actually, I don't use scrolls, actually. Wow, I did the opposite of what I wanted to do. I don't use scrolls, so I wasn't actually sure of that. So you equip it, and then it's a one-time use. It actually overrides it, so it's an interrupt. Gotcha.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Oh, there's such an event card around before I stopped playing CC Save Money. They are a money sink, to be fair. Like they definitely are a money sink. But there's I don't know, there's something about it that's just like I miss it. It's why I habitually in games.
What can I do for you?
And the fact that this isn't a crime that you can just like charm and frenzy people and not suffer consequences is wild to me.
I don't know what to say. All I want is for her to care about me, to feel the same way as I do about her. But she doesn't.
They're definitely a money sink, especially some modern things like Yu-Gi-Oh! Can be a money sink.
Sometimes. I've never laid a hand on her, either in anger or... I've never hurt her, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, I admit it. I took it from her. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I was trying to tell her how I feel, again, and she wouldn't even stop to talk to me. I just got so angry. Was a little ashamed afterwards, but didn't know how to apologize or give it back. I wish I could. I'm afraid I don't have it anymore, you see. I sold it to a friend of mine, Soros Aranim.
Where's
He lives in the
Soros?
Talos Plaza district of the Imperial City. He's the one who has Ardaling's staff now. If I still had it, I'd gladly give it back. You'll have to talk to Soros Aranim if you want it. Tell Ardaline I'm sorry.
Cool. That's fun. Let me return to the Guildhall then. Started calling the original CG tragic the squandering. I think so. I've talked about this a couple times with my buddy, and L5R, like, the issue that it runs into is that for your average person, it just unfortunately was just too complex. Like, because you're playing with 2 decks, because you're playing with potentially 4 win conditions, because you're playing with a bunch of keywords, and because you're playing with, like, it just... Something like Magic the Gathering, unfortunately, is just a lot more streamlined and easier for people to get into. But I think that's the magic of L5R, though, is that there was complexity to it.
No trouble at all once you use that scroll. Varon Vamori. He sold it, huh? Well, this just keeps getting worse.
The annoyed look,
Very
it's so
well.
good.
I presume he gave you some indication of where the staff is now located? Take these and go resolve the situation. And of course, please keep this just between us. Get that staff back.
Look at Pokemon, it's a money sink. Even just getting packs can cost since people tend to buy all the packs. So yes and no though, because it depends on what you want. I got my Dragapult deck, and my Dragapult deck's like probably like $500. But the reason why it's $500 is because I sprung for like full art Dragapults, and I sprung for full art Lances, and I got full art Arvins, right? You can pick up the good thing about
my ear, citizen. Speak.
Cyrodiil tax dollars well spent, I assure you. So the thing that you run into with Pokemon is actually very approachable, and if you can find, say, I don't know, a seller, a seller. You can get your, if you know, especially if you have a list where you know what you want, right? You're going to need your professor's researches. You're going to need your boss's orders. Usually right now in modern formats, you're running 1 to 2 if you run them. You need to know what lines of Pokemon you're running. You're going to run your, if you're running a stage 2 deck, right? I mean, think like, cool, I'm running, your 4 your basics, maybe 3 your stage 1, and maybe 3 your stage 2 or 2 your stage 2, right? Like, Pokemon is actually very approachable, all things considered.
She takes all the complaints, but nothing ever seems to happen.
Now, cutting edge Yu-Gi-Oh! Melfleet, Floowandereeze, when Fiendsmith launched, that's a money sink. You want to talk about a money sink? And especially with shit depreciating in value. I spent 100 and something, 110, I think, on my each Fiendsmith engraver. So 300 for the set. They're like, I have to go check. I know the new one, the reprint I can buy for like $10 or something. Like that, my bad. No, you're fine. Like that, but that's why we have these conversations, though, right? That's why people have these conversations. Because there may be something someone's missing. I could have a perspective where I'm biased towards card games that someone could go, well, this is still technically a money sink. Absolutely. If you're chasing sealed, absolutely. But I personally buy singles. I rarely buy sealed anymore. It just, as an investment, I hate using that term investment. It just saves money for me in the long run. Buying 3 Fiendsmith engravers on, like for $100 a piece is cheaper than cracking a case, which is like $1,000, right? With a possibility of getting it. Yes, you might be paying more for specific cards, but like it's a cost benefit analysis as it always is.
Yes, I have the staff Varen sold me. I'm afraid I'm not willing to part with it. I paid good money for it after all. You understand, of course. Be seeing you.
What items did she give me?
Yes. As much as I like you, friend, I'm just not willing to part with that staff. It's nothing personal. As much as Please, go on. Farewell.
It's Beguile.
Well,
I'm Erisare Aranim. Saurus is my husband.
That's a name.
Concerning this, I can only speak. Be seeing you. I'm Erisare. That thing? Saurus keeps it locked in a chest down in the basement. I don't see why he's so careful with it. It's not like anyone determined enough couldn't get their hands on it. The key is in his desk, after all.
Fuck, dude.
Good day.
That's actually hilarious, though. Unironically, that's actually fucking funny. This is a funny quest line. Oh, that's so funny, dude. This was a cheeky fucking quest line from Bethesda. That was cute. Now we know where it is. We'll drop a hard save here really quick. Wizard of the Coast, Rolling Thunder, release schedule, experiment with L5R. Stop releasing 150 card sets every 3 months instead of release 50 card sets every month. Didn't help L5R either, especially since they took over the tournaments and accidentally supplied the most recent basic set and last 2 releases restrictions, not realizing what the combination would mean. Wizards of the Coast doing Wizards of the Coast things. As especially considering the whole recent Pinkerton incident with, them distributing something early to a shop and then the shop giving product to somebody and then that shop saying they gave that early product to somebody and then Wizard of the Coast sending the literal Pinkertons after them. Let's put it this way. I have very little respect for Wizards of the Coast. In fact, anytime anything bad happens to them, it gives me a little bit of sick satisfaction and joy, honestly, though, unironically. Goes all the way back. This doesn't surprise me. This feels like this feels like
What's going on with you?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago. I can't stand those things.
Horrid beasts. I hate the things.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Oh, hello.
Do you think what happened to Kavach could happen
This
here?
is just relationships. This is the relationship. Like,
the other provinces?
yeah, this doesn't surprise me. This doesn't surprise me that Wizards of the Coast issues go as far back as they do.
Entire town has been
I
destroyed.
had some up until they were sold to Hasbro.
How can the gods let this
That's
happen?
wild.
Take care.
I think part of the issue, if what was it? Because Wizards of the Coast did Pokemon for a while. I think they did it up through, I think it was Skyridge, and then Pokemon decided to do that in-house. I'm trying to remember if Wizards of the Coast, if it was Wizards of the Coast or Beckett that did Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like WotC was involved. I don't. WotC is especially is even on the video game front, right? Like Wizards of the Coast got in trouble recently for trying to strong-arm copyright onto Baldur's Gate 3. Eventually, she's just going to move out of the way. To strong-arm Baldur's Gate 3 copyright against Stardew Valley. It was a Stardew Valley mod, which then we get into copyright, then we get into a bunch of things. But, like, the thing with Wizards of the Coast, especially when dealing with Dungeons and Dragons, is the people who literally wrote the fucking material are the ones that are like defending it, right? That are just like, no, this is dumb. And I think it's really fun to watch Wizards of the Coast get humbled. I mean, obviously, that is going to be one of those things that it's just like, oh, well, Kip, you're never going to Wizards of the Coast sponsorship. And it's just like, bro, hey, it's fucking good. Like, woo. Yeah, I have opinions on Wizards of the Coast because they have fucked over a number of things and a number of people and are still continuing to do Wizards of the Coast things. I'm gonna see. Let's see if I get a bounty for this. I don't know if I'm gonna get a bounty for this or not.
Greetings, Dunmer.
And that's what we call Bethesda stealth. Laura just sitting there, just actual perfect opportunity to talk to chat to. We're just like, no, just shit ain't happening. I gotta wait for what's her face to move out of the way to get that spicy Bethesda stealth going. Goddamn. I think it's really cool to see these locales modernized too. It's really cool to see these towns modernized. Like, this definitely feels like a really rundown town. And then, you know, contrasting with the Gothic architecture of the chapel in town. Very cool. Just night and day.
Ah, how quaint. How do you do?
Need to wait hours, I think. At least 6 to 8, probably 8.
How delightful. Welcome.
Hello. Do you have the mage's
she was
staff associate?
She was in the middle of sitting down, so me trying to talk to her confused the animation until she actually just snapped into sitting. That was actually really funny.
Ah, wonderful. I shall be most pleased to return this to its rightful owner. Thank you. You needn't tell me the details of what was involved in getting it. It's perhaps better that I know nothing about it. Your actions for the guild more than merit a recommendation. I shall send it to the university promptly. And to thank you more personally, I shall teach you this spell. You may find it useful in certain circumstances.
Awless.
Please, I'm in desperate need of help, and I think you're the only one that I can turn to. I don't suppose you could help me locate my friend Henantir, could you?
I think this is the quest I thought was part of the Mages Guild.
I miss him so. We were study mates at the Arcane University, and we've come to grow fond of each other over the years. He's always getting himself into jams with the careless ways he performs his experiments, and, well, I'm afraid he's done it again. I'm going to level with you, as you seem like you wish to help.
Do they not have
Enantier
blueberries in
isn't
China?
Missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is.
I hate that this question makes me think now.
There's no way I can free him.
I'm playing like it's a Chinese version of Sundew Valley. It had good reviews, and I just kind of wanted to fucking play a game like that. And I got blueberries out of a tree.
See, now I'm gonna look up if what blueberries climate is. Blueberries.
They're all over Oregon. Blueberries, blackberries, they come from a bush. They don't come out of fucking trees.
Scrolling past Google AI, hgtv.com, blueberries are typically grown in humid and northern climates that have winter chills, mild summers, and low pH or acidic soils. Okay, sure, Oregon makes sense. Does China I would assume so, because we're on the same parallels, right? From eastfruit.com, China is the center of the blueberry world. The more than 77,000 hectares planted and the diversity of its production from regions with a tropical to temperate climate, from no cold to areas with high cold hours, make it the largest blueberry producing country in the world and one with the greatest projection. Ellipses continues from there. Might be an artistic
blueberries out of a tree.
Might be an artistic liberty thing.
Well, Enantier's been warned that if he strays outside the guild rules one more time, he may be up for.
That was a good question, though. I had to think on that one.
The rules say that he isn't to practice dangerous experiments at his home. It must be done in the guild under the watchful eye of an associate. Enantier's never been one for rules, and so he's continued to perform his latest experiments in secret. If word gets out, he'll be dismissed. Great. Whatever suits you and gets me Enantier back suits me just fine. When you're ready to go and see him, let me know. But please, do hurry.
So that's actually where we're going to end that for now in terms of the VOD. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really do appreciate it. I actually want to save the Enantier one for next time because I'm very curious as to the HD version of this. I've been very much looking forward to this quest specifically because this is actually a really cool dream sequence quest, which I thought was actually the quest that we were just going to do. I didn't actually realize that this was the one afterwards. TTV Pun, thanks for the follow. But yes, we will have more Oblivion at some point soon, I assure you. And thank you, everyone, for watching.